Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to the best channel on YouTube. Welcome back to the team. Welcome back to the show. Now we have a very special episode today and episodes for the rest of the week. We're going to be doing broker reviews. We're going to be looking in brokers, showing you guys the pros, the cons, and the website, the platform, pretty much everything that you can possibly ask for. Now, today's episode, we're going to be talking about Moomoo. A lot of people don't know Moomoo. Moomoo is a commission-free, pretty much 100% free platform, very similar to Robinhood, but I would say for more advanced traders or investors. Now, they offer a lot of free and useful information. They're partnered with MarketWatch, so you can look at news and everything like that. They also have free level 2, which is very awesome. Now, it's not as awesome as how it was, a couple months ago, just because now everybody else's is kind of turning into that free platform, free commissions. But Moomoo still stands out because they do have a mobile-based and a web-based platform for trading. So we're going to be going in and looking at the web-based trading. Now, before we go into it, I need you to do me a couple of favors. Now, there's going to be a link down below that you guys can get a free stock just by signing up. So go and click that sign up with Moomoo. It's 100% free, so you can just sign up, go through all the steps, and you don't have to put in any credit card information or anything like that, but you still get a free stock. Now, let's jump in and see if Moomoo is worth it. What is going up? So as you guys can see, we are all signed in to the Moomoo account here. So as you guys can see, it's kind of like a dumbed down version of SureTrader. So really the main tabs that we're going to be talking about here is quotes, strategy, trade, and news. Now, the rest of these are kind of just like more of account information. As you guys can see, data, IPO platform, dividend payout, stuff like that. This is more for like swing traders, I would say. And then the account just has your general account information, like your account number, how much money's in it, and everything like that. So clicking on quotes here, as you guys can see, quotes is just kind of like the stocks that you have in your watch list. And you can kind of look at the charts and everything like that. Now, if you guys click this little quotes tab up on top, this is where you can kind of place trades. So if you want to place a trade, you just click this little trade button, click unlock trade, and then you're going to be able to place your order that way. Now, as you guys can see, it does have the time and sales, level 2, and then the order type and a variety of the account, just to make sure everything is looking good. You always want to double check that. Now, another thing that they have here that's very cool, they do have obviously the bid and ask price, the capital for the company. They do have the analysis and the financials. So you guys can go look at that and then make a trade like. Now, another thing that they have that looks cool is they do have this little quotes tab, and it does have a variety of very useful information. So it has the high, the open price, low, previous close, the volume percent, dividend payout, the float cap, the shares available, and a variety of other very useful information. So depending on what stock you kind of put in here, you can just go and click Apple, and this will change to Apple, and so will this. Now, looking up on top here, this is where you have all of your time frames. So you guys can go and click the weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, monthly, 3 months, and everything like that. And then the 1 minute, the 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minutes, and so on. So looking down here, they do have a couple other information. This is where they will have some of the announcements, the research reports, if you have any in there, notes as well. They do have a capital flow trend. So this is kind of cool, so you guys can kind of see flow of the money through the company. Looking at the options here, as you guys can see, I'm not a big options guy, but they do have a cool little options platform down here. And then obviously they'll have a sector showing you the ups and the downs for the sector. Now, moving on to markets here. Markets is kind of just like the watch list for everything you want. So you kind of just put in a stock you want to look at, and it'll kind of put it in all of here. So as you guys can see, we have a couple of them up here, and they do look cool. They do keep this thing off to the side, so you can kind of go in and out and keep an eye on a stock that you're looking at, which I like. I think that's a cool thing. Now, moving on to the strategy here, this is where they have their stock scanner and the stock screener. So you can kind of go in, if you want to, if you guys want to go look at a stock between 3 and let's say $10 or $20. You can put them in that way. Now moving down to the volume, you can change that to whatever you want, the percent change. And then once you click save, it's going to have this little strategy here. So we're just going to change this because it's not really our main strategy. We're going to change that to YouTube just so you guys can see it. Now once you save that, you move on to strategy here. So as you guys can see, we have Gap and Go and YouTube. So these stocks, most of the scanners are the same. Just the only thing that's different between the two of these is the price points that I just kind of put in there just for you guys. Now looking on, we're going to kind of skip data because this is kind of like looking at like the stocks data. It's not very useful for day trading, I should say. So I'm moving on to the trade tab. Now this is where you're going to be able to kind of trade a lot of your stocks. Now you can customize everything. This is where I think it's a lot like SureTrader because you can kind of go in, put charts up, bump them out, make them smaller, make them bigger, and kind of fit something that works for yourself. Now, how to change all this stuff is you kind of go up to the tab up on top. I'll show you guys here in a second. I'm just kind of moving these out of the way here. Trade, and you can put another box up here. You can click down mini offer. You can click account if you want to have some of your account information up so you guys can see how much money you have and how many trades available for the PDT rule. If you want to go back to general, you can click stocks, and so you can kind of have like a little screener up there like that. Go back and you can do sector. You can put in a clock here. Now, if you don't know what you want to do, don't stress out. So click this little plus tab up on top. Now this is going to add another one. So you can have a ton of these up. You can go and find one that they already have for everybody. So go in and you can just click trader. You're going to click this. It's going to load up all of the trading stuff that they would recommend for putting on for a trader. So I think that's cool. And you can kind of obviously adjust all these to your type of screen you have up. Since I have a larger monitor, it doesn't fit as well. So you kind of have to mess around with it and drag them around like that. So as you guys can see, I do have a position opened with Ziga here. I got a free stock, and you guys can get a free stock by signing up down below. There'll be a link down below that you guys can get a free stock from. So don't forget about that. So you can kind of just mess around with these here like this, make them bigger, make them smaller. And now if you guys want to add this, and another thing that if you guys want to do, if let's say you have a couple up here, so let's go to the toolbox here. That's add a mini offer. That's add a trade tab. If you guys want to kind of connect these, all you have to do is click this little group color setting, and you want to just make sure this is on whatever number you want in the same color. So if you guys want to put this to this lime green and put it to 1, you can go through in this one and put it to 1 and then lime green. So if let's say you want to look at Ford here, so ticker symbol F. All right, so you kind of got to double click it. Now it will shoot it over here so it's all connected, and you can, keep everything kind of more organized like that. Now I'm not saying this is how I would recommend doing it, like setting it up like this, but I think you guys should use this stuff to set it up. I think it'll make it easier for you guys. Now moving on to the news tab, once you figure out something that works for yourself, this is where they have the integration with Market Watch. So as you guys can see, it's kind of all together. And you can kind of go through, look at news, realize, okay, what Tesla taught Ford, go through, and you guys can go quick back to the trade tab, click Ford, boom, boom, boom. Okay, Ford is down, or Ford is kind of neutral on the day. Maybe there will be a, slight, slight whatever you guys think. So that's pretty much my overall thoughts on Moomoo. I think Moomoo is designed for people who don't want to make the switch to like a large broker like Thinkorswim, but they're still kind of, they still want to have the accessibility like Robinhood. That's what I would recommend for somebody who's kind of in between Robinhood and Thinkorswim, is that fine line where Moomoo fits. I think it's a decent broker. I think there obviously could be some stuff that's better on it. I think they could make it a little more easier to kind of use and kind of make it more like Thinkorswim that way. But that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed this broker review. There'll be a couple this week. So remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Take care. And don't forget guys about that free stock that will be down below. Take care.